Dua Lipa. I feel like Dua Lipa would like me too. I feel like Dua Lipa and I would be besties. Just like me and Felix. Guys, I don't think I look like Felix anymore. I think I only looked like Felix when I had short hair. When did it rain? What? Oh. Shit, I was round and around and around and around we go. Like, no wonder somebody's staring at me. A cold sweat, hard-headed believer. In my hands and my says, show me something. He said, come a little closer. Like that? Is that how we do it? I'm so exhausted, you don't even know. I have like my waking up late was 8 o'clock. That was me sleeping in. I don't know about sleeping in. I washed my hair for the first time. These extensions are legit. It looks like my real hair. It looks so healthy. Like, the texture matches like what my actual curls are. I'm impressed. I know what I'm gonna do. It's not something you say, it's given. Round and around and around and around we go. Now tell me, now tell me, now tell me, now you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move. Your BFF. That's what it is. When you move, makes me. I'm gonna take it off. Makes me feel like I can't live without you. You know what I realized? I haven't said hi to you guys this whole entire time. I've been in my own little world. I'm just here to show you that I show up every day. But I'm exhausted. With a smile. With a smile. I've just been like on the go, 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 go. Literally. Crossing off to-do list after to-do list after to-do list. And I kind of begun my day late. So I started my work day like at 12. Literally, I'm at least working 10, 12 hours a day. If not more. Actually, I probably just never stop working. Like, if you consider me going on live and like posting and editing and researching the websites, figuring all this shit out. Like, I do this all myself. And if you think about marketing campaigns, I have to think about perceptions. I have to think about messaging. Like, there's so many variables and so many hats that I'm juggling that I just have to do on my own for the moment being. But when the time comes and I feel like I have a solid support team, I'm just like, I'm eyeing people out right now. There's a few people that have been helping me improve certain skills I want to expand on that will take me to a certain direction of where I want to take my career path. So I'm like eyeing a relationship to see if it could grow long term, because it's like your girl didn't just publish a book. Like, I'm like reinventing myself, and I'm truly giving it my all, like 1000%. I'm making sure that every dream that I have on my heart gets written out into this world. And I want to share all my dreams with you, all of you. I've had a lot of ideas growing up. I remember, you know, sometimes when you play pretend when you're a kid, and you're like, I would play pretend all the time with my cousins in the pool. It was the funnest thing ever. We would play pretend that we were like in mermaid land. Just the most random stuff, right? But it's like, at what state does the human mind just stop dreaming? Stop fantasizing, visualizing? It gets to the capacity where it says, you have to survive. You know? It's crazy though, because it's like, if only entrepreneurial skills were learned during school and educational hours, that would revolutionize our world, you know? Instead of kids focusing on learning abstract methodologies, actually have it cohesively aligned with career paths or sectors so that they can truly hone in on the craft. Because what is the education system you're improving, you're testing? Like, what does it uphold? What kind of standard does it uphold? What are we guaranteed by going to the school? The ability to read? It's funny, I think YouTube and social media in general has taught me more than I've ever learned in school. I don't know if any of you could agree. She's exercising, y'all. Ya de los besos que te di, amor. My eyes are twitching. Why? Look, today I do not have patience for you, sir. You can go ride a camel's back. Why does it look like you're... Me muerdo los labios. Wow. I think this is Bob Marley. I feel like if I was the girl version of Bob Marley, she's on the treadmill. Congrats on the book, by the way. Thank you. Have you gotten your copy yet? I hope you were one of the ones. I personally think anything else okay, let's read what Zach read. He says he personally thinks anything else. Well, school has been more useful to me. Why would we sit in class for 6 hours a day for 12 years if it's useful or even forgotten? You know, I'm trying to understand, but I'm not. Do you remember me or not? The one who got advice to ask someone to dance. Yes? No. Did I meet you in person? You did great in school. Well, school is just knowing how to follow the rules. That's what school is. Oof, Madonna. Do I really look like Madonna? Madonna, where you at, baby? My vibe is different. What's so different? I didn't hang out with anybody new. I ordered guacamole 2 days in a row, and 2 days in a row, 2 different tall, handsome men delivered the guacamole and called me mi amor. I'm like, what? Is this copy and paste, rinse and repeat? I was all hype yesterday. Nicholas! Shoot, let me think. Did anything change today? Oh my gosh, how cute! There's little robots that, like, they're on the street and they deliver food. And they're having, like, a meeting. There's, like, 4 of them, and they're, like, all, like, bonding. It's so cute. What the heck? This is some sci-fi stuff. What is life? What will society be? Like, they're just so cute. And I'm just like, I don't know. That's gonna be normalized, right? Towards the end of school, you couldn't make them happy. It was the only time my entire school I got in trouble. Who's behind her? A lot of people say Jesus Christ. Have you ever had a crush on Danny DeVito? Why, is he into me? Is Danny DeVito into me? Oh my gosh, it is that man. Guys, why Danny DeVito? He's 80. Yo, he's 80. He's rich. I'm rich. I'm abundant, baby. And he's married to Rhea Perlman. Yeah, I got stacks on stacks. Do I have a long tongue? I don't wanna lose you now. Right at the other half of me. Show me how to look it now. Tell me, baby, it was easy. You were right there all along. It's like you're in the mirror. 13 minutes in. I think I'm gonna drink some tea. What does your shirt say? It's a New Orleans Bob Marley shirt. Guys, I'm thinking of making Date Money, Marry Abundance butt cover shirts. I feel like that would be so legit. It would be so hot. Isn't it the hottest book cover ever? let's do that pull. Okay. Yes. Start pull. Date Money, Marry Abundance, hottest book cover ever. It broke the internet. What are you guys gonna answer? I think it's still very possible to break the internet, guys. Make sure you go to my Instagram and say, this book cover is gonna break the internet. Boom, 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 boom. I'll look it up. Yeah. Can you give me a shout out? Just see. Sure. Ooh, that's my favorite color. I like gold. Gold or like a purple reflective, you know? Like opal. I think opal is really beautiful. I love that. What's your favorite color? Oh my god. It's like, what fell? I'm hitting myself gold. Lisa, her name's Lisa OP. She painted me gold. She did an amazing job. Looks amazing. Thank you. We all worked very hard, and that just like has to be on like a magazine, the magazine cover of Harper Bazaar. Imagine. On like January 2026. I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas, guys. I love your hair. Thanks. I like it too. I was so hesitant to pull the trigger and get the extensions. I'll tell you why. Because I got extensions previously. And I stopped going with my hairstylist, which if he's watching this is why I stopped going. My hair, like half of it fell out every time I would go. So much hair would come out when they would take out the extension because it would get gummy. So I took out a lot of hair and it took me like 8 hours to do it. And it was just so, like it was just a traumatic experience and it was really hard to go back after that. Also, he was in Mexico and I was in California, so it's like an extra 500. Maybe not 500, or maybe 500. Well, you know what? I would make a trip out of it. This is why my long distance relationship used to work, because I would get my hair done every 2 to 3 months in Mexico, in Guadalajara. And then I'd be like, alright, I'll get my hair done. And then I'll go see my boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend anymore. He's probably like, fuck. I should have fought for him. But he knows I wouldn't take him back at this point. He didn't even want to stay friends. do me a favor. I'm going to do amazing things, and I think he was just gonna hold me back. Literally. I need a man to uplift me, not to hold me back. But who knows? Who knows when we'll meet the lucky man? Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew. Did you remember me? Why does everybody say that? I mean, how am I supposed to know? Oh, from the live. Oh, I apologize. Of course I remember you. I remember each and every one of you, especially when you guys comment. I think about you guys all day. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like when you guys leave me the most romantic, cute comments, I'm like gushing. I'm like, oh my gosh. My shit. Long distance, short distance. I want somebody to know that they will be forever loved and appreciated and taken care of, forever and special and beautiful. That's the attitude, Zach. Yeah, that's the type of mentality we need to adopt. I need to do laundry. I'm gonna clean tomorrow. That's what I need to do. Oh, piso 21. So come on, are we gonna break the internet with the cover? How do you break the internet with a book cover? Can we find out? Yo, I swear, you guys have been blowing up Felix. Because I see Felix all over my algorithm and I don't look this man up. He's everywhere. Why is he everywhere? I'm like, they're probably telling Felix about me. So like, there's this Reina Estephania chick. She's the bomb diggity doo-dah. Does this show up? It probably doesn't show up on After, does it? Eugene, look for him, please. Now I really want to go to Korea. Let's see. Let me read this comment. Look, Zach, my love. The best way for people to stop, like for you to feel, to stop feeling that people are against you is for you to stop thinking people are against you. That's like rule number one. When you say people are against you, then your mind perceives it that way. And even if they aren't, it will start to adopt timelines and experiences to match that mentality. So don't get me wrong. I was there at one point. I was like, and you know, ironically, I'm here throwing shade at my ex-boyfriend. But one thing that my dad taught me, and it will carry me throughout my whole life, and it hit me to my core, and I was like, yo, that's so true. Anytime there was this point where I was just dealing with a lot of toxic people, I was constantly stressed out, and I was just like, people would tell me stupid ass shit, like, oh, you look like a witch. But like, this wasn't on social media, this was in person. It was like, social media, you can just like laugh it off and like whatever. Like, when you have to see those people every day, you're like, fuck this shit, man. I mean, oh, this sucks. Barnacles. Barnacles. Yo, me laughing at my own jokes. So, he would always tell me this. He would tell me, I just comment like at the end of the night and be like, this guy, he did this, or this woman, and be like, people, that's all you talk about, people. And I'm like, well, yeah, they're just like ruining the vibe, yo. Like, you don't get it, man. Like, they're ruining it, and I don't know how to get through it. And he was just like, let people be people. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, la gente, la gente. He'd always be like, people, people. Deje la gente ser. Let people be. Which essentially was like him telling me, don't focus on what's none of my business. You know, like what people have to say, what people do, it's none of my business. And he'd be like, you be happy with yourself. So I was like, dope. Poor guy, I would be telling him all the time, this person. Eventually, I broke my mindset and I stopped talking about people. Like, I just chill. Sometimes I tell you guys the stories because, like, dude, there has to be characters. Like, it's just not me in this world. I'm loving the bakery. What bakery? What bakery? Oh. I went to a cafe this morning and I saw the bread and I was like, you look so good. I was like, come here, bread. What little boy in the boat? I feel so accomplished, guys, though. Did you guys see the third long form? It's literally 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I swear I try to make it longer. But okay, this is what's happening. I thought it was gonna be longer, but it's still very potent. Yesterday we talked about claiming your power, and today we talked about releasing scarcity thinking. And it's super cute. Like, I love the format. I'm falling in love with my own videos. I'm like, she's so adorable. Look at her trying to change the world. And I'm like, look at her try. And I'm like, I don't know if it's working, but I hope it is. It is. It has to be, you know? You know why I feel like I undermine myself a lot, and I'm trying to work on valuing myself more. See, I work, even the people that write books about having self-worth have to, you know, develop and encourage and allow. That's why at the end of the book, I added vows. There's around like 800 vows that keep you in check with abundance. And once you embed these into your subconscious mind, you have no choice but to operate on a high state of self-worth. Once you believe you deserve it all, you attract it all, baby. But you gotta shift that mindset. And you have to like rip everything from the gutter. And you have to, you know, heal yourself after you've ripped everything into shreds, right? It's like painful. There's just so much to this process that I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear the feedback from everyone. Yes, for day 1 and day 2, for your 2026 breakthrough, I include mirror work in there. And they're short, guys. They're only 5 minutes. 5 minutes is nothing. So watch them a couple times. If it doesn't if it doesn't click, let it click. Play it in the background multiple times throughout the day. Anytime I post a video, play it like 3-5 times a day. So then it gets like registered. So you learn that lesson. Because these 120-day subjects, they're systematic and methodical. Everything I do has a process and a meaning. But if you don't do it, if you just let it wash over you once, then it won't click. So it's like 3 to 5 times is a good way to register a message into your mind. What is? I didn't believe at all until I found you. I don't know what you did to me in this short time, but I would like to think it's working. Your mind just has a program and it needs to be swapped out. And I'm the abundance fairy. I'm here to help you ground that energy. Think about it. Energy's contagious. I'm basically showing you how to curate a vibe, a frequency, ground it, and bring it home. Beginning, pens in my hand, ending unplanned, staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you could almost taste it. Release your inhibition. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it. Words on your lips. Hello from Australia. It's marry then money. No, baby. It's marry yourself so hard that there's no choice but to cash flow to be slamming you across the face. Because you show yourself. You have the self-love to show up for everything and anything that it takes to make your dreams come true. Self-worth is staying roaring loud within your own presence to the noise. That it doesn't matter how loud someone tells you you can. Your roar speaks so strong a volume that it shatters every no. Your voice has the power to shatter every no and turn every no into a yes. You know why it doesn't happen? Because you don't let it happen. Every day. You do something every single day and keep working at it patiently, lovingly, persistently. Show it love and care. Show up every day. There's no choice but to see results. And when you don't see progress, then you redirect, you pivot. You always ask your ancestors, your guides, your angels for a guidance, and they can help you. But if you don't allow for them, this is why they say we have free will. We have free will to invite disharmony or alignment, but the choice is ours. And we think that we're so unplugged to our power, but our power is in our voice. Our power is in our thoughts. Our power is in each choice we make. Our power has been in us. Because we decide what to think. We decide what to say. That is what free will is. And that's power. But until you know how to garner that power and truly realize its worth, then you think life is happening to you, but it's really happening for you. Everything's happening for you. You just have to believe it's happening for you. And until you believe it's happening for you, you'll be fed illusions because your mind is naturally in a state of fight or flight. So when your nervous system wants to recalibrate or ingrain safety, it has to reflect what's in the subconscious mind. Hi. Hi. Tattoo. Does this mean 50%? So 51% think it was the hottest book cover ever. And 49% say it broke the internet. We're in the middle. Wow, it's so controversial. I feel like we can break the internet. I'm really proud of us. We're so strong. But like, what can you expect from master manifestors? all master manifestors here. Choo choo. People that get money first start looking. I don't know what that is. I'm so thirsty. You feel like this very YouTube channel was created for something. You're telling me exactly what you needed to hear coming from somebody who's Christian, but we still definitely, I mean, I'll say this every single day. I'm not here to push people into being egotistical. I'm here to push people to acknowledging their own worth and value. Because until you're able to do that, then you will always sell yourself short. And you will allow the world to give you anything and everything. When it's like, when you set standards, you set a standard to be upheld for what you receive in life. Standards are your ability to hold choice. My skin looks really nice. I had pineapple juice. It was really good. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. So did everybody grab their copy or nah? I hope everybody here grabbed their copy. I'm expecting 50 of you to have gotten your copy in this live. 50 of you. What I want. What's going on? I'm like second day post book release, just enjoying life and the ability to do what I love for a living. Just that. She's walking on the stairs. Yup. I'm walking towards the ladder of success, taking one step at a time towards triumph. I'm so excited to show you how far your mind can get you. Y'all don't even know what this movement will take us to do. Long term though, I want to do a media network. That's what I want to do. Media network. But we take it one step at a time. Because with the media network, you can curate a certain message and statement. So it'll be essentially the same push of date money, marry abundance. But it'd be amazing to be able to connect people into content creation. Because there's so many people with amazing personalities and amazing stories to share that, I don't know, don't get the opportunity. I think everything is going towards that direction too, where most branding is what's going to drive the market, because like all the administrative is going to be reclaimed by AI. So it's like that's when humanity has to start redirecting shifting their focus towards, we're gonna have so much more time on our hands to really think about how to improve our society as a whole creatively. When you shift a society from a state of survival into a state of thriving, it's kind of like thinking about everyone becomes a housewife, and with this like opportunity, the housewife learns her craft. Let's say a bakery, so she starts her own bakery or whatever. So what I'm saying is I feel like there's going to be a larger entrepreneurial footprint because people stress out like, oh, if the job market is replaced, that means there's not going to be jobs available. Guys, we live in a life of abundance. Everything is in constant overflow. The only limitation there is in your mentality. So obviously, energy is nor destroyed or created, it's transmuted. So what that means is, if your position, for whatever it may be, were to be removed, then it's your opportunity to actually shift into something with higher value, meaning, and purpose. Perfect way to do it. Just through my book. Just saying. You already know. The name of the book is Date, Money, Marry, Abundance. Dude, I literally just saw that it's on there. I'm here like, what do you mean you forgot? Everybody just says, okay. When they go to sleep, they're like, thank you. Thank you for having Reina in my life. I hope she does really well with her book. She's just such a sweetheart. She really made my night. Made me feel really uplifted. Okay, thank you. Just a little prayer from you guys. Means a lot. I really want to establish this movement for the greater good of humanity. Truthfully. This is more than me just the average content creator that goes live. I'm here to make impact, move the world towards a state of overflow, thriving, abundance, and I need water, and I'm so thirsty right now. What time is it in your country? It's 11:15. Okay. LeBron James. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad because I'm so tired. Hi. How are you? What's that? I didn't hear you. What happened? No, I was pretty much on this machine the whole entire time. Why? Do you think I'm like a heavy lifter? Right? I look like I'm lifting 50 pounders. 100, right? Huh? Always. So nice. What about you? How's your night going? What time do you go home? At 7 in the morning? Oh, so when do you start? Oh, you start at 11? Oh, wow. So you're like a night owl. You don't get tired? When did you sleep? Like an hour? You only sleep an hour a day? How many hours do you get a day? 3, 4? Okay, I'm here criticizing you, but I go to sleep like around 2 and I wake up like around 6. So I get 4 hours of sleep too. But it's like, I feel like if I don't get 4 hours of sleep, I don't have time to do anything else. Like, I feel like time goes by so fast. No, I mean, like, if I, like, go to sleep, let's say, at 2 and then I wake up at 9, I feel like I don't get out of bed until, like, 10. And then I feel like my whole day's gone. You get what I'm saying? No, and then I can't sleep early. I don't know.
I like to get up like typically before or right before I work.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Have a good night. You guys are so funny. What do you mean, liars? I hope we're all liking and subscribing. Sweetie, if you want to change the world, you should do run president thing. No, I would not run for president. Guys, no thanks. Imagine I'm the first woman president. No, don't give me bad ideas. Ooh, looks like I'm an angel. We're at, okay, let's see if we can get to 1,000 votes. I would run for president. I feel like I wouldn't want that type of attention. Well, I'd just rather have more domain over what I say. When you're president, you have to follow and abide by certain rules. Member? What does that mean, Brian? I thought you were already a member. Oh my gosh. Guys, so speaking about memberships, the 50 subs only. 50 subs is a lot. Look, guys, let's talk about subs and stuff and like social media. If you want to grow on social media, the only thing you have to do is post every day, multiple times a day, and just be yourself and share your story. The more uncomfortable and the more cringy you feel when you're posting it, the better it is. Like, I realize that sometimes when I look my worst, or sometimes when I say things and I'm like, did I really just say the right thing? I receive the most support because it's me truly speaking from the heart. And when you speak from the heart, people respect and love that. When we look at all the content that goes viral, everyone's talking about, oh, like, yeah, I just want to go viral, like, just have that video blow up. You know why people go viral? People go viral because what the video is posting, it pulls a hard emotional chord on the collective consciousness. So it's something that resonates so deeply in truth that it goes viral, and that's the virality of it. It like emanates a certain emotional chord that needs to be released. But the purpose isn't to go viral. The purpose is to create spaces and communities that help us elevate. Now, there's a lot of you that if you're here, obviously you like my vibe. You think I'm cool. Like, we get along, our energy matches. But I'm well aware that although because I usually am high vibes, a lot of people do like me, there's people that won't get a message coming directly from me and they'll get it from somebody else. So that's why all of our voices matter, because when all of our voices elevate at a higher pitch and higher frequency, it's able to emanate and perpetuate towards a stronger electromagnetic field. Yo, why am I speaking all this quantum mechanics? The last book I read was on quantum mechanics. And that book, it was like in an allegory. It's like Alice in Quantum Land. It's really dope. I love anything to do with the brain, anything to do with thinking. It's crazy. I mean, I think I still occasionally work out 3 times a day. I don't even notice it. I walk a lot, I work out a lot, but that's how I feel most alive. When I move my body, it doesn't allow me to get in a negative flow because I remain positive. When your mind doesn't stop thinking, I always like to do workouts. I think boxing's really nice to get anger. Cardio is really good to give you energy. Expression is the opposition of depression. Wow. That's true. I think that's why a lot of people go into creating. This is why I started streaming. But is streaming creating? It's just talking. I guess my voice is my power. That's what I have been told, that my authenticity, my voice, my ID gaff personality, it's just getting stronger every day, guys, and I don't know what's happening. The ability to continuously just delegate these messages of authority, self-possession, awareness, and worth just caused this big, massive shift in embodiment. And each day I'm like holding a higher capacity to love myself more, to claim more, to really let go of limiting beliefs. I feel like this is gonna sound funny and farty. I feel like limiting beliefs are like farts. So it's like if you keep feeding yourself the bad thoughts, they'll like fart. It'll like fart, and then like you deal with the madness of like whether you like continuously instill to perpetuate that state, or you decide to like cut out the first thing that caused the fart, which was eating poorly, which in essence is thinking poorly. So that's what these long form videos are for, to perpetuate a state of empowerment mentally and to align you to the frequency of an abundant mindset. All these videos and books, they're codes for abundance. It's kind of like downloading, like a website. Website has codes to be able to see what's on the front revealed. This is the code to abundance. I literally found the code of abundance, and I don't know why I found it. I don't know why me, but I feel like I was looking for this message my whole life. And ironically enough, I had to figure it out because I was constantly having to fight over my own self-worth. So when you do that for so long, when you're constantly trying to prove that you're not a bad person, and then you realize how much you've limited yourself because you believed for so long that you had to defend yourself. All that time you spend trying to defend you with the nonsensical people who will never value and never appreciate you is such a waste of time. If someone is not feeling your growth, get them the freak out of your life. Yeah, like literally I went so cutthroat. Once this book launched, I'm like, it's done. Like, if you're not on this vibe, it's done. Like, I'm no longer settling for myself in life. Like, I'm making all of my dreams come true, and I'm not gonna let anyone stop me anymore. For so long in my life, I would let people have opinions over my actions and what I do, and I would always make them question my own intuition. And once I stopped saying no and saying enough is enough, I will listen to my intuition because I know what's best for me more than anyone else knows, because this is my journey. That's when everything started to change. And then that's when I actually started taking decisions that were fueling my growth. Like every time you listen to someone else and you go against your intuition, you're going in a state of misalignment. Sometimes, even if it seems surfacely that by following your intuition, you did the wrong decision and you should have listened to that weird friend or whatever, like whoever tries to think or make you persuade you to tell you that their decisions are superior to yours for your life, when in reality, it's your life. You're a sovereign being. You make the decisions for your own life. And something seems to go sideways because you followed your intuition. Sometimes the lessons you learn when things go sideways because of your intuition was called to unfold that way purposely, because it was only in that form that you're able to attribute a sense of growth that will capacitate you to your next level in life. So don't think that if things didn't turn out a certain way that benefited you, that it means it was the wrong decision. No, like everything is working out for you for your greatest good. And you have to remind yourself every single day, all day. Even when I'm like frustrated and I'm like, lately I've been outbursting and I don't normally outburst. And I'm like, why am I outbursting? But I was like mad and I told myself, no, like we don't do this anymore. I sat myself down and I was like, we don't do this anymore. We're abundant. I always envision myself. I'm like, what is the billionaire version of me? Like, what does she act like? How does she think? How does she dress? What is her posture? When she's walking, is she rushing? I ground that version of myself that I want to embody. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that comment is, but I embody that version of myself that I want to adapt to and align to throughout my whole day entirely. Do you think we already hit? Let's see how many subs we're at. We're pretty close to hitting 12, but I don't know. Are we? It's a hit or miss. Get out of here. We just hit 12. We just hit 12K. Dude, we're spitting fire up in here. We're blowing everything out of the water. And the lives are just gonna get better. Just give me 30 days to make these lives better. Promise you. We're gonna get more people involved by the end of the year. Honestly, I might just take you guys live to the speaking event. Should I take you guys live to the speaking event? This Friday and Saturday, I'm going to a speaking event. They're gonna give me an entire rundown for public speaking. So that's essentially the career path I wanted to go into, but I wanted to have a framework developed. And YouTube is just another platform to push the movement. It's all going to be integrated and implemented well. I'm thinking of creating a few channels with different people at the beginning of next year, so you guys can meet the crew. Congratulations on 12. I knew you could. I believed in you this whole time. I'm very proud of you. I know, first it's 12K, and then it's 100K, and then 1 million, and then it's 10 million. The goal is like 1 million within a year, and then 10 million within 2 to 5 years. I don't really mind at what pace. I think 1 million would be nice to do in a year. 1 million subs. Because essentially, I don't know, I think this is just a really nice thing to have in my daily routine, to come on and to talk to you guys and to really hash out my inner thoughts and hash out personal growth, life in general. This is amazing. This is like my thing for sure. Like, I love it. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna dedicate the first half of my 30s to public speaking. I'm always gonna public speak, but hardcore probably from 30 to 35. I want to do a bunch of public speaking. And I also want to break into music, but I don't know how I'm gonna parallel the two. Maybe I might merge it. Maybe I'll create a different industry or a different niche in the industry, which is paired with personal development and music, more wellness. Public speaking is a muscle, baby. You just keep going and you just keep at it and you just get better. That's with anything in life. Singing, whatever. You just, oh my gosh. Have I really had this like this the whole entire time? No one told me? Clock it. I can't believe we're already at 12. It's because we love each other so much. Will you be live tomorrow? I come live every day. Yeah, every day around this time I come live every day. And I will for a long time. Until, if YouTube keeps existing, at least for a decade. Maybe there'll be like extenuous circumstances. But I feel like for at least 5 years I could see myself coming on live every day. I'm not gonna commit to anything yet, but I've been going live since April. And I have only good things to say. It's changed my life for the better in so many ways. It's given me the opportunity to connect with so many of you. I've created so many amazing relationships, and I've never felt so loved and valued and seen, and to be able to have a community that loves me and values me for everything that I provide with my heart, like a full heart. There's so many times in my life where I'm a very loyal and dedicated person, and the way I show love is I always like to invest and gift and do things for others. And I always felt like so much of my life I was always overgiving. So I stopped because I realized that I was depleting myself, and it was making me depressed. So I stopped and I redirected that focus onto myself. And it was hard because it's a gradual process, because once you start working on yourself, people try to tell you like, oh, you've changed, like what's wrong with you? And then you kind of go back to who you were before, trying to please people. So it's a process. But yeah, I learned to love being alone, and I started traveling a lot for work alone, and I lived alone, and I grew to love who I was more and more in my time. And then you realize that you're never truly alone, because when I would go out, I had my boyfriend, right? So I didn't feel alone, because I would be like, have someone to talk to every night, even if it was long distance. And I just remember I would meet people all the time, and I meet people every day. So I never feel alone, because everywhere I go, I treat people with so much love, and they treat me with so much love too. And I've been just really owning that mentality and being able to spill that into social media and being unapologetic and vulnerable. Sometimes I come on, or sometimes I post stuff and I'm like, am I really posting that? Do I really look like that? And then I'll say, but that's who I am. Like, why am I trying to hide who I am? That's who I am. And like, the right people will love me for it, and the people who don't love me for who I am, then why do I want them in my life? You know, you don't want people who don't love you for who you are in your life, because they're always gonna make you feel not like enough. So that's why if somebody doesn't want to be in your life, let them go. Don't chase. Don't try to prove your value to someone that doesn't see your value. It has nothing to do with you being valuable or not being valuable. It has everything to do with that the energy is not aligned. And if there isn't alignment, if it's not a match, that means there's something that is a match for you. We all have a match. We all have something that we are completely magnetized, but we can't turn on our magnet if we're externalizing our power. I can't believe we got to 12K. I mean, I believe it, but damn. I hope all of you have your book ready being shipped. Best read of your life. Buy one for yourself, buy one for your mom, buy one for your aunt, buy one for your uncle, cousin, your grandma, your grandpa, your coworker, the mailman, the lady at the coffee shop, your crush, your haters. Buy one for everyone you know and tell them it's because I love you. There hasn't been a vote in like forever, 50-50. So it's 50% think it's the hottest book cover ever. The other 50% think it broke the internet. Are they ready? Yeah, everybody's ready. Ready to change their life. Are you ready, Brian? I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Your girl's sleepy. My eyes are like, they're closing. But I love you guys. Make sure to grab your copy, and don't worry. I think September 12th, we're introducing the audiobook version into YouTube memberships. So if you don't like to read, you can get the audiobook in 10 days, I guess. In 10 days, audiobook is coming out in membership. In the meantime, make sure to check out your 2026 bait through to Date Money and Marry Abundance. I hope each and every one of you have your copy of Date Money, Marry Abundance, because it's going to be spectacular to really pair along this 120-day journey. I mean, the playlist is going to stay there forever. Y'all already know. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Sleep very well. Los amo. Buenas noches.